to Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Finds his man on the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the grab. Stumbled to the ground.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
It's complete on the right side. Oh, what a cut! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots.
There he goes! Touchdown Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Abraham. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At the 45, on his way. It's a seam wide open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
He'll bring it out. It's fired. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He'll pull it down and run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him in the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. This is a big key for us to win this game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got him downfield. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
On the run, it's Wood. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got a man. It's Abraham. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those.
Breaks into the open. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. First time, they'll try to get him on the fake. Runs through the tackle. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
And obviously you're trying to catch him off guard, but it didn't work. I'm not a fan of fake punts. I'd rather put my offense on the field and guys that do this for a living all the time are really good at it, but tried to sneak attack, and it did not work.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. That's caught. It's Abraham. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Handoff from the shotgun. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they're thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. On the move, it's Hope. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They go to the ground. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chain.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long. Fielded in the end zone. It's fired.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Oh, it's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
Caught behind the line. It's Hope. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's fired. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Buying some time. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You got to give kudos to this defense. They are so well coached up. How about the awareness and the ability to play with great eye discipline? They located the football. They located that receiver on the jet sweep and were able to make the tackle.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need 6s.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. These DBs going to give a little cushion. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
They give it to him again. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Razorbacks aren't threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Coming out with it, it's Meyer. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time for a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens. You can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. But they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Got it! Touchdown, Arkansas! He got a step and just dusted the field. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's fired. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pressure coming. And he's snowed under. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush race. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Caught over the middle. It's Abraham. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Using his legs, it's Hope. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Give to the running back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt.
On to kick it away.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Grabbed in the middle, it's Woods. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
They want that clock to run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
4-1-4 satellite. Set, ready.
Running back searching for a hole. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll send the back in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Offense gets set for second down. Pulls it in. It's Woods. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Turning it on. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Woods. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Got it in the middle. It's Abraham. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
That's a first down for the offense.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one.